Okay. Uh, so I was saying the problem arises that the difference between man and women gets highlighted when there is a problem, when something goes wrong. Anything, it could be in office, at home, whatever. Now, the interesting part is when when a man faces a problem, okay, uh, the problem basically when he goes under stress, there is a chemical called cortisol, which goes down. That's a stress hormone. In layman's language, it's called as stress hormone. It drops. And so if a man has to come out of stress, if he has to lower down his stress level, he has to increase his testosterone levels, another chemical which helps him to come out of stress. Okay, now this is the peculiarity for a man. And testosterone gets boost only when he disconnects from another person, and he has to go into a cave, spend some time with himself. He will find a solution and come out of the cave. So he needs disconnection from the person around him. Talk less, don't share, have the me time. This is the need of a man when he's under stress, because he has to produce lots of testosterone, right? That's the chemical which is opposite of cortisol. So if cortisol drops down, testosterone go up. The other way around. Joe, could you please mute yourself? All right. Yeah. Now, for example, the man had a big fight with his boss in office, and he carries this stress at home. Uh, and then, as I said, he likes to go into a cave, have some time of silence. Now, when a woman is under stress, okay, and her cortisol levels go up, the stress hormone goes up. Interestingly, she needs a lot of estrogen, which is another chemical, which is opposite of cortisol. But for a woman, she needs to produce estrogen chemicals in order to reduce down the cortisol hormone, which is the stress hormone. Now, for a woman to deal with stress, she has to talk it out, sharing, talking, complaining, right? Now look at the opposite things. This guy has to withdraw himself from talking, and she has to talk and share and just vent it out, whatever has her frustration is. Now this is exactly opposite. And so because the man doesn't know why is she doing this, because he doesn't know that it is just her way of dealing with stress. It has nothing to do with him that she's complaining. And women doesn't know that it is just man's way of dealing with stress, that he needs some me time and silence, and he has to go into a cave, and he'll be okay once he's out of the cave. Both the man and woman don't know this fact. It's like a very good example, and analogical example given by the author is about the boat. Now, nobody of us knows how to ride a boat. So if Binal bumps her boat into my boat, I won't get mad at her, because I know that she doesn't know how to ride a boat, right? So I know that it is not intentional. But if Binal is riding a scooty and she bumps her scooty in my car, I'm going to get mad at her because I assume that it is intentional, right? This is exactly what happens because the man and woman don't know that it is their opposite gender's natural way of dealing with stress, and hence they are acting exactly the opposite of the way I'm doing. They think it is intentional, and both are acting opposite, and they think it is intentional, and the anger goes at the ceiling. I hope you're getting my point. Right? So I think the
Hey,
biggest
I just put it in chat what I thought. Look, it's kind of like an essay, sort of.
Joe, I request you not to talk in between when I am discussing, please. Yeah, I'll give you some time to discuss, because first of all, you have a very heavy accent, which I don't understand what you're speaking, but that's fine. But I would request you to keep silent. Yeah. Yeah, or else everybody's cortisol level will go up. Yeah. And so if the woman is under stress, the maid did not show up today.
Sorry, I'll stop interrupting.
Yeah. The maid did not show up today, and she's frustrated. She had a lot of workload at home. And the husband comes home. He had a fight with his boss at home, in office, and she wants to vent out her frustration that she had to do a lot of things. Now, the typical mistake that man does is that men are problem solvers. They are fixers. They are engineers by birth. Yeah. And so when the wife says that no, the maid did not turn up, I had to do all the things, उसने बोला भी नहीं फोन करके कि मैं नहीं आ रही हूँ. Now the biggest comment, the common comment the man gives is, ठीक है तो बाई को बदल दो, change the maid. Who is stopping you? Go, we'll pay extra, right? Now this is not what she's expecting. She knows the solution. It's just that she wants, because it is her natural way to release the stress by just sharing the problem without expecting any solution. She knows the solution, right? But because men are natural problem solvers, they just give a solution. और उससे और उसकी सटकती है औरत की, और वो और भड़कती है. Now, this is what we have to understand. And if we understand that these are the things that are happening at the biological level, I think half of the battle is won here itself. Yeah. We know that why she is reacting this way, and she knows why he's reacting this way. Why is he so silent? Then I think that's all. That's all it is required. And then if we take a pause to think about what John Gray is saying in his book, then I think no, it won't be a heated argument.